I'm at work.
What's up?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you been?
Pretty good. How's it going?
Good. So what's your feeling on this?
Well, I mean, what's your
All right.
reasoning? What's your reasoning behind what you're saying there?
All right. So I'll just start off by saying I don't hate gay people. I have gay friends. I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they need gay pride. Oh, here's my flag. Oh, hey, gay everybody. I don't think they need to do that.
But then, why does everybody else have to have pride in all their nonsense that they do?
Well, we're not yelling. Oh, we're straight. you know.
No, but we yell, "Oh, we're American," or "Oh, we're Irish American," or "Oh, we're um, Puerto Ricans," or "Oh, they have a parade for everything." Why is that okay, but gay parade's not okay? In a way, I think you're right, but only if everybody stops doing all that stupid pride nonsense, because that's all it is nonsense.
Well, dude, it's just different when you're raising up your country flag.
But
You might be from a small country, and nobody ever made it to be an Olympic champion, so you want to raise up your flag, proud.
still the same thing, though. You're having pride for something that you didn't do anything to gain. You just have it. You were born there. So what? Doesn't mean
It's it's a lot different than
it's the same
being gay.
thing.
It's like, well, yeah, you're right, but
I know.
I didn't think of it that way. But
Right.
if you think about it that way, you have, it makes
Right.
sense. But
I think you're right. I don't think they should have parades and yell and shout about it either, but everybody else does, so why not them too?
yeah,
It's kind of ridiculous.
but it's kind of promoting, it's promoting. Or well, if I raise my flag, it's not like people are gonna be, oh yeah, I want to be that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's exactly what it is. You're
no, like
promoting
I
it.
see.
You're saying, I'm proud to be whatever you are. That's exactly what they're saying. I'm proud to be whatever they are.
Well, like say I'm Asian, and
Uh,
I see Conor McGregor raising up his Irish flag. It's
right,
not like I want to be Irish,
right. And
It's
when
just
you see
he's from.
people rising up their gay flag, it's not like you say, I want to be gay now, unless you're an idiot.
Well, you know, well, it puts it's just, it spreads it,
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. People are either gay or they're not. Nobody.
Yeah, I guess so.
If anybody's so confused that a flag can change their mind on what sexuality they are, then they're too stupid to be making those types of decisions anyway. They're not really a normal thinking person. You know if you're gay or not, regardless
Yeah.
of what flag you see floating around. And little kids know if they're gay or not too. They just don't know what it means yet, but they know.
So do you think it's all in the head, or it's something they really feel like,
What do you?
you know, like, mm, because some people like say when they're kids, they already are like, oh, they're girly. Do you think it's just like their brain, or it's the way they were raised?
I think it can happen both ways. I think sometimes they're born that way, and then sometimes something makes them gravitate towards it. But I don't think it has anything to do with seeing pride or flags or anything like that. I just think it's one of those things where I think most gay people were born gay, and I think there's a small percentage of people who are just born dopey, and anything can sway them one way or the other. And to me, it's not hurting anybody if those people get swayed because they're going to get swayed regardless by something at some point. Um, but I think the majority of gay people are born gay, and if everybody else wants to have their meaningless dopey pride stuff, then I guess they should be allowed to have theirs too.
Mm,
That's all I say. Otherwise, I agree with you. I don't think they should have it, but I don't think anybody else should have it
uh,
either. I think it promotes division, and it's kind of a silly, antiquated thing.
well, yeah, well, like, all right, you're gay. So what? Like,
Right.
all right.
Be gay,
But like, I just don't like. Say I had a kid, like a boy or a girl,
right?
and you like, oh, hey, daddy, look, it's a gay parade.
Yeah. Kids don't even know.
Isn't that?
Kids don't even, by the time a kid can understand what that is, they already either are gay or straight. You can
Yeah,
count.
it's kind of weird.
They're not gonna see that and go, oh, you know what? I think I'm gay now. No, it's not how it works. They already, they already are gay or they're not. Either way, that parade's not affecting anybody.
So, about if you had a gay kid?
What's that?
What if your kid turned out gay? Would you try to change him or?
No, I wouldn't try to change him. No, I mean whatever
Really?
happens. No, yeah, I don't care. It's what they want. You got to let people do what they want. Especially the worst thing you could try to do, if you really want somebody to change, is to try to change them. Because when you try to change them and you push it on them, then it completely makes them turned off by whatever you're trying to
But
do. So,
do you think it's normal?
normal meaning what? Nothing's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's been going on for thousands of years. It's not like it's a new thing.
Animals.
What's that?
And animals. I never saw like a gay dog.
Well, you never saw it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It happens. They've done studies.
Really?
Yes, they've done studies. There's ducks it happens with, or geese, one or the other, ducks or geese. They've been shown to have some homosexual It happens. It's something
Wow.
with the brain. It's something with the brain that makes them act a certain way or want to act a certain way. But, so what? Whatever, man. We're talking about people here. It doesn't really matter. That's kind of a bad argument anyway. Even if it didn't happen in animals, we're people. We're way smarter than animals. It doesn't really matter what animals do.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's just weird, man.
Yeah, it's people. I don't know. I just don't see any issue with it. I don't do it. I'm not hanging around with them, but that doesn't mean I think they should stop doing it. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, maybe not like the flag. Maybe I shouldn't put a flag on there, but I just don't think they need to be like, hey, I'm gay.
Why not a flag? What's the big deal with a flag?
No, I don't know. Maybe my argument would have been different if I didn't put flag.
Maybe, but there's still nothing to it. It's all just symbols. It doesn't mean anything. There's no real meaning behind a flag. It's just a piece of fabric. It's nothing. It's a symbol. It's, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I was like freaking just thinking about anything to say last night before I fell asleep.
Oh, when you posted it, yeah. Well, it is what it is. I mean, I always look at people when it comes to this pride stuff, and
yeah, I see all this LGBT stuff going on. I'm like, what the freak is that? And like, I just hear it everywhere. It's like, dude, you guys just gotta do it. Why you guys like want everybody to know?
But this is what I'm saying to you. Why does everybody want on Columbus Day? I'm Italian, right? My parents were Italian. Why does everybody want on Columbus Day to have a big Columbus Day parade and celebrate Italian Americans? Why?
So they want to be identified as it?
Why?
Because I guess you want to be identified as.
Well, that's what they want too. The gay people want to be identified as gay. It's the same stupid thing. To me, it's dumb. I think it's dumb. I would never go march in an Italian American parade because.
So should we have a straight flag? Oh, we're straight. Should we have a straight parade?
Not too sure. Go crazy. Whatever. I mean, I think it would be really seriously ridiculous to do it, but you want to do it. To me, it's every bit as ridiculous as the Puerto Rican Day parade or whatever parade you want to go to. Here's all you need to know about parades and flags. When sports teams win the championship, they have a parade and they have a flag. So, if we're doing it for sports teams, it's probably not that serious. It doesn't mean that much, really.
Yeah, but like say like when you see a kid and they see a basketball flag, a sports one, they'll be like, oh, I want to try that sport.
Yeah, but that's not that big of a deal. Kids, you can be flighty on choices that don't matter, but choices that do matter, people are not so easily swayed on. You know, just think about you when you were a kid. I don't know where you grew up, but did you ever see anything of that persuasion ever when you were a kid?
What? Which one? Like sports?
No, no, no. Like gay. Anything gay?
Oh no, not really, man. Where I come from, it's not as it's not as open and crazy like how it is.
Not as accepted
Not,
there.
not accepted, yeah,
You're from Hawaii, right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I grew up in New Jersey, right next to New York, and when you go to the city, you're gonna see some stuff, man. That's just part of the deal. You're gonna see some things, but I saw plenty of things when I was a kid, and it never once entered my mind like, oh, maybe I should do that. No, it's just, and that was it. It doesn't have any real effect on you unless you're not all there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, I just don't think anybody. To me, it should be everybody should be able to have their dopey parades, or nobody, but not. We can't just pick and choose who's allowed to be proud of whatever stupid thing that they think they are. You know?
yeah.
Yeah. That's my only argument.
Yes, done. Hey, dude, what else are you? What else were you? Do we need to start another one, or can we just talk here?
I mean, we could talk here, whatever.
Yeah, dude. Well, I've been reading some of your other ones. Dude, they're pretty deep into like stuff that I don't know,
Which ones?
like the EU thing you're talking about, or like
Yeah, yeah, that one. I put that out a couple weeks ago when it happened. Um,
what's the deal with that? Like England or something, Europe,
yeah, well, you know what? After,
where they what were you saying? They separated, and now they might, if they had problems, so easily
they
they might.
they yeah they broke away from the European Union.
Oh, it's EU.
Yeah, which means they're kind of going into like an isolationist state. Which it might not be the worst thing ever. That's just something I see where it kind of parallels things that happened in history. Um, and, most likely nothing like that'll ever happen again. But when countries start to do that, they start to break away from each other and become isolationist. That's a lot of times when a lot of problems get started.
Dude, are you up to date with like North Korea news?
With Korea,
Yeah, North Korea.
yeah,
Like North Korea has been like pointing missiles to Japan and
yeah,
other
yeah,
territories.
doing it for a while. But what I think about North Korea is really they're just doing a lot of posturing. I don't think they have any real solid technology. I mean, I don't. They would have done something by now. You don't make threats for 50 years and never do anything if you actually have something worth
They're
doing.
they're kind of teamed up with China, right?
Well, not really. I mean, they would never admit it. They might be behind the scenes, but they're not. China would never admit that. North Korea is totally isolationist. They're completely alone.
It's pretty much in. So North Korea's story is like just a junk, just one family runs the whole country, right?
Well, yeah, there's a dictatorship.
Like, um, what do you think will ever invade over there, or do you think
No, no. I mean, we better not. It would be a big mistake. Why? Why would we do that?
yeah.
We've
Man,
been.
dude, for one country, they're pretty strong. For one family, they're pretty strong
They're not
to
strong.
hold.
They're tiny.
Well, they've
They're
been in civil war with South Korea.
well, yeah, but it's not civil war anymore. They're two different countries.
Well, yeah, but like, um, they must be strong, dude. If South Korea can't just go over there and take over.
They're not strong. Trust me, they're not strong. Neither one of them are very strong. One might be stronger than the other, but they're not. It's not a powerful nation. As much as the news might want to build it up to you that way, they're trying to scare you. There's nothing really going on over. Nothing that involves us in reality. If anything, happens between us and them, it'll be us interjecting ourselves over there for no reason. That's what we like to do a lot. That's our favorite thing to do.
Yeah, dude, that's what kind of scares me too. Like we enter a lot of wars helping our allies, and about if like
Well, we start
up against them.
We start the wars. We don't enter wars helping our allies. Not since
We start.
Yeah, we start the wars. Really, we haven't entered a war helping our allies since World War II was the last one. Every other war we've started since World War II. Korea.
Do you think there'll come a day where they attack us? Like
No.
no.
No, they wouldn't dream of attacking us. First of all, they're too far away. They're not nearly as strong as we are. They're much smaller. They have way less people. And it would be a foolish thing for them to do because they'd be provoking a country that could wipe them off the map in a minute if they really wanted to. We haven't had a true, honest-to-God war where we really needed to be there since World War II. Since World War II. Every other war since World War II has been completely fabricated by us.
Yeah.
None of them, not one of them, have we needed to do what we eventually did do. We just interject ourselves for many different reasons, mostly because the defense contractors that make all the weapons that we use in these wars, they pay a lot of money to the politicians to get involved so that they could make a ton of money off of building the guns, building the weapons.
But don't we sell it to all the countries?
Well, we sell it. That's another thing we do. We arm countries, and then we wait 10, 15 years before everybody, we let everybody forget that we armed them, and then we go in and make it like they're the enemy, and we make a big hero, stand against these bad guys that we created. That's what we did with Iraq and Afghanistan.
Man, it's kind of scary thinking about the future, dude.
It is scary because you're going to have, most likely Trump's going to win, and we're going to have a complete madman running the country.
Do you believe he's going to win?
I think he's going to win, yeah. I do. I don't think it really matters either. They're all the same. They're all the same, really.
Well, some people think, one of my friends think he's going to really help us manage our debts, like pay back all our debts.
No, we can't pay back our debt. It's impossible.
Damn.
Because we owe it to a central bank that has nothing to do with us.
Do you think wait, what was my question? Do you think he's gonna start a war? Because he says a lot of offending things, dude.
We always start a war. Look at the past. How many years? Let's go back to World War II. Has there been a single decade? Has there been one 10-year period since the 50s that we did not, even before the 50s, since the 40s, have we had one 10-year period where we didn't start a war? No. We started a war in every decade. The 50s, it was Korea. The 60s and 70s, it was Vietnam. 80s, we went to war we almost had a war with Iran. We had the Cold War going on with Russia. The 90s, we had the first Gulf War. 2000s, we had the second Gulf War. Now we have Syria. We're always in a war. That's what we do.
But was Syria during Obama?
Yeah, we're at war right now, and people just don't realize it. They don't talk about it.
But don't you think Obama just continued what he was left with?
Oh yeah, well that's what they all do. That's why it doesn't matter. That's why I don't vote, because it doesn't make a difference who's running the show. They're all running the same show.
So the president answers to a higher power?
Absolutely. All of the government does.
So pretty much the president is just somebody to claim.
He's an actor. The president. There's a reason why 3 presidents in the past have been actors before they became president.
That's pretty much what they are, right? Just hey.
They're a guy who looks like a president, and he talks. He speaks well. He knows how to give a good speech, and he can get dopey people who don't know any better all riled up and ready to go to war with people that they have no real fight with. That's what we do here.
He's just pretty much like a representative.
Yeah, but he's not representative of us. He's representative of the bank bankers, the big banks that own the country and own the world.
Do you think we still have gold?
Oh yeah, we have gold, but we sold a lot of it. They sold a lot of it to China, but it doesn't. Gold doesn't really mean anything either. It doesn't mean anything really. The only thing that really matters is how much money they print, and that's not controlled by our government, even though people would like to tell you that it is.
Is it even controlled?
Yeah, it's
Like,
controlled.
why can't they just like print as much as they want?
Yeah, no, the central bank can print as much as they want, and therefore we will never get out of debt because the more money they print, the more interest there is, the more debt we go into. We could never get out. It's not possible to get out of a system where every dollar that you receive from the bank is already loaned to you at interest. So you can't create money out of thin air. They have to give it to us first. You can never get out of that debt.
What do you feel about immigration, dude?
I don't think it, I don't care. Let people come in. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you concerned about?
I'm concerned about people not knowing what's really going on, and nobody pays attention. Everybody's just concerned about arguing over petty things that don't really matter when they could be concerned with things that, if everybody got together and they paid attention and they were, united, we could change a lot of things for the better for regular people. But nobody ever gets united because the media pushes vision.
Divided.
They just want you to fight over white and black.
Thinking about useless things.
What's that?
The media keeps us thinking about useless things.
Yeah, exactly. They show you a school shooting, and then they show you, cops killed the black guy. Black guy killed the cop.
Now. They're like, oh, this is the now.
Yeah. Scare everybody. Get everybody worked up, and then make everybody argue with each other. And
how do you get your info, man? Like, how do you get your news? Or like, because
well, I just read. I listen to the news and what they say, and then I know that whatever they say is pretty much that's what's not true. So you go from there. You work off of that. If you go and if you read and listen to the news and see whatever they tell you, then take that out. That's probably not what happened. And then go from there. You could do research online. There's a million things you could look into.
Do you think
if you want to watch a movie, it'll tell you a lot of the story about this stuff. You got to really sit down and watch it, though. It's kind of, involved. It's called Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist? I think it's on Netflix.
I don't know. It might be on Netflix, yeah.
I'm going to check it out.
Check it out, when you have a couple hours to just sit and focus on it. And it'll tell you a lot of stuff that I think is probably true that's going on. And, it's like we have the illusion of choices, but they're not really there. You don't really have a choice.
And do you think there should be like a class in school that teaches you like, not just a subject, but like freaking teach you how to live, make money and get rich and stuff, or just
well,
I don't know, man.
They'll never teach you how to. They don't want people to know how to do those things.
But I think there should be like a class to teach you like just
yeah, there should
subjects.
They don't. School is all about making everybody think the same way. That's what school's for.
That is, huh?
Yeah, school is.
That's the knowledge. They tell you this is the knowledge. It's knowledge that you want.
They tell you how to look at things, the way you should think. They tell you not to do this, do that. Everybody's the same. Not everybody's the same. Not all the time.
Because dude, a lot like when I turned 18, I didn't know anything. Like, oh, gotta get a job. There's just stuff if they taught in school, it probably would have helped a lot, make me more ready for life instead of just.
Well, you just got to pay attention to other people, and you got to just learn from experience. That's the only way. Because school doesn't teach you anything.
Yeah, dude, that's like 18, 12 years of nothing I would need, or not everything I would need.
Hmm. Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Well, it is. Yeah. All right, man. Well, it was good talking to you. I gotta go, but we'll do it again sometime.
All right, dude. Thanks.